Hi, here we go. For our sign, we are going to use the Burger King Whopper. Okay? Completely random, right? Burger King Whopper. So we picked our sign. Now let's make a list, step two, of the characteristics of the Whopper. Okay? It's fast food, it's fairly inexpensive. You could say it's not healthy. Uh, it's engineered a certain way. I mean, they're all made with the ingredients in the same way. Um, it's cooked differently than other burgers. It's flame broiled. Um, it's made of beef. Um, other characteristics. It has a variety of ingredients. Each of those ingredients could be considered a characteristic, but we'll lump them all into one as variety of ingredients. So that's just a few. I don't want to make this video, 40 minutes long, which is about what it would take because I would stop and make you do all this work if we were in a face-to-face classroom. But I'm trying to just get you an example here of how this works. So let's pick all of these. I've done this before. So all of these that we're going to pick, we're going to kind of lump under American values. And the thesis that we will eventually come to, which I'm uploading first so you can see how this leads to that, is that the Whopper hamburger represents American values. Okay, so first let's go by its name, Whopper. Whopper represents our value that we like things big, especially if you're from Texas. We like more bang for our buck. We like big things because we associate big with value. Okay, we value good value. Another characteristic is that it's fast food. Okay, we value our time. Time is money. You've heard that expression. We're all so busy trying to save time that we don't have to cook. We don't have to go out and shop. We just go to Burger King and give them our money, and they will quickly give us our meal. We're so busy, we're not even going to go in. We're going to drive through, and they're going to throw us our food out a window attached to the building. That's how busy we are. So we value our time. Not necessarily sure what we do with all the time we save. We save it for video games and and movies and all that stuff. And I'm not really sure that's a good use of save time. But we need our entertainment. We need because we value our entertainment. Okay, so the fact that it's fast food, that characteristic links to the value of our time. Okay, do one more, then I'm going to present one that's way out in left field, but it makes sense. The fact that it's flame broiled, it's cooked over an open flame. You could link that to the value of our pioneering spirit. When we were first into this country, it took brave pioneer men and women branching out from the coast all the way into the country, oftentimes, in wagon trains, cooking on an open flame. So it kind of echoes that value that we have, that spirit to branch out and discover new things. And that's a bit of a stretch, I'll give you that. But it's just, again, it's a value that you can link to. Now, here's the one you're going to think, I've lost my mind. But which of these characteristics, or maybe even one we did mention, represents the United States Judeo-Christian values? Okay? Judeo-Christian values. I'll give you a second. All right. One, Mississippi. Again, I would let you stew on this in class because rarely does it immediately pop to our mind. But if you think about the religion of our country is predominantly Christian and Jewish. That's what Judeo-Christian means. They're very similar in beliefs, different in rituals. For example, every religion has rules about what you can eat and how that food can be prepared. So if you guessed the fact that a Whopper is made of beef, you would be correct. Because if we were predominantly majority a Hindu nation, they don't eat beef. So we wouldn't have beef burgers on every street corner available to us. If we were a predominantly Muslim culture, we wouldn't be having pork burgers, because people of Islam don't eat pork. I don't also believe Jewish people don't eat pork. There are certain times of the year that, the diet is restricted even in Christians and Catholics. So just the fact that the material is a specific meat represents our religious beliefs in this country. And that's what you would talk about. You talk about the values that those characteristics represent. And then if you link all of those values into one, then you can say, oh, this sign represents American values. Now, other countries have these same values, but specifically, these are also American values. It doesn't mean they're exclusively American values. But you see sort of how this works now. You take this sign, you take the characteristics, you link them to something on our handy-dandy semiotic iceberg, which, again, you're going to email me your questions about specific topics on that iceberg if you're not sure what they are. And I will either answer it in a video, because if you have a question about a subject, somebody else might, and we'll make it easier that way, or I will respond to an email. I'm always available for Google Meets. I'm going to post an analysis from a website called myhorribleidea.com. I will post a link in the announcements where you can go and see a semiotic analysis of the sugar cube from the play Doubt. And you can see literally in the paragraph, step by step, here's the sign, here's the characteristic, here's the link from the iceberg, okay? And I will let you take a look at that as sort of an example. We're going to be doing this for your next essay, but we're going to do it on a much toned down level. Okay, maybe even just 1 or 2 body paragraphs, just to give you a shot at trying to do it, okay? There will still be an introduction and a conclusion. Those are always important. But I will be posting that prompt later on today on Wednesday. Don't let this frustrate you. Ask me questions sooner. Start sooner than the day this is due, because there's not much I can do to help you if you wait to the last minute. Believe me, procrastination is a human characteristic. We're all guilty of it. We all do it. But it is not going to help you develop your skills if you do not give yourself time to begin. Because once you begin, you won't know what questions you have and what you do or don't understand until you begin the essay, okay? So, and again, this is different than most of you have ever written. And our final essay, which is going to be about the film Get Out, is also a different way of coming to interpreting a text, okay? So I'm going to close for now, throw this out there in the wind, and I'll post the links on the announcements, and I will get that prompt up so some of you can already start thinking about which sign you want to start focusing on, okay? Again, look at this as an adventure. I'm really looking forward to seeing. I should have everybody's essays back to them by this weekend, and also y'all did very well on the rhetorical considerations. I've got most of the grades up now, but those are the 2 I wanted to really make sure your writing sample is on point. After that, we're going to segue into style, and that's what's coming up soon. How to improve your style, not just what you're saying, but how you're saying it. And I'm going to stop right there because this video is already about 9 minutes long, and I can't go over 15. So, good luck. Emails, Google Meets, phone calls. Please let me help you if you are confused, and start your work early. Okay? Have a great day.